Everybody, welcome back. I wanted to do this video while we were out walking, but as you can see, it started raining all of a sudden. And even though it's Florida and it's a nice warm rain, it's still not good for my phone. So here we are in the car again. Listen, I want to talk about resilience and bouncing back, because that's what this is about. It's been a while since I posted, I understand that. We had the kid and work became so much more demanding. Life became so much more demanding, and I let myself go and I really fell back from the challenge. But for my other channel, so many people have been asking about this channel and progress and what we're doing, asking for motivation. So that's exactly what I'm here to do today. Today we're restarting the channel. Today we're restarting the challenge. We're starting from day one. It's been a healthy morning already. The wife made some homemade burek. She's Turkish and it's delicious. I wasn't expecting it. And you gotta fit that into the calories somehow, but we're gonna make it work anyway. It's the tricky thing about a diet, is that it doesn't always go the way that you want it to. And it's not always as easy as you think it's gonna be, even if you're trying to make a channel out of it and you're trying to, use that to make you be accountable. But in the end, the only person that can really keep you accountable to your plan is you. And yeah, life happens sometimes, and sometimes you gotta take a break, and that's okay. That happens to all of us, and we can't beat ourselves up. We just have to move forward. So let's move forward together here. We're about to start 2026. I know it's a couple days early, but I think that it's a good time. It's a good time to take charge. Not just for me, but for you, if you're watching this. So join me as we start the 100-day challenge again. This, of course, is day one. And I want you to tell me in the comment section kind of what your goals are, what you're planning, what your diet looks like. I'll tell you, for me, I'm trying to keep it at about under 2,500 calories. Now I'm 6'4", about 300 pounds. So my margin's quite high when it comes to calories. For maintenance, it takes me about 3,600 calories, just to maintain my weight. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of food. When you're a big guy, it goes quick. But I'm excited to shed some pounds, especially now that I have the free time that I can actually do it. I live in a place where it's much easier to get out there and get exercise. Our kid, he's a lot easier to deal with. He's about 7 months now. Still a lot to deal with, but me and the wife have a great partnership and have really learned how to work with each other to make sure that he gets taken care of and daddy can still do everything that he needs to do. And she's going to be joining us as well, so expect to see her in videos as well. My beautiful wife, I love her so much. She's got the sexiest accent. I love her. But no, this channel, if you come from the other channel, I know it's a lot about awareness and it can be quite dark sometimes, but this is just about positivity. Now, as far as your calories go, if you don't know how many you actually need, if you just hear, well, the 2,000 a day, I need to be under that. For each person, it's going to be different. Your maintenance calories might be way below 2,000. It might be way above 2,000. That's why the calorie calculator that I use, I'm going to go ahead and put in the description. That way you can go in there and see exactly what you need. Look at your macros and everything like that. And we can talk about the healthy foods. We can talk about the unhealthy foods. But in the end, it's just, you have to live your life. You have to be happy. If you fall back, it's not the end of the world. Don't stop. Keep going. And if you have to take a month or two off, in the end, you can always come back. And these videos, hopefully they give you the motivation and the positivity, the encouragement to keep it up, because that's what it's all about. So let's build community here, and let's talk about what's helpful to each other, what's harmful to each other, and kind of what we can do to push each other forward. Not only are we going to have these videos coming out daily, but we're also going to have some live streams so we can go ahead and come together and discuss these things. Like I said, because it's a lot easier to maintain and to carry out a successful diet if you have support. And that's what I want this channel to be. I want this channel more than just for me. I want it to be a new support network for you. So feel free to comment. It's a small channel, so I'll go ahead and read those. We can communicate. We'll start a Discord or something like that, so the communication's a lot easier. And if there's any resources that you're curious about, I probably have access to. Like I said, if this is your first time to this channel, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. I was a Division I athlete. I was a college wrestler. I was in the Marine Corps as a field artilleryman. I've been lifting heavy stuff my entire life. I've always been a big boy. And you know, that's definitely had its advantages, but now that I'm getting older, I'm a father, just turned 40 years old, it definitely has its disadvantages, and the wear and tear that you get over a lifetime being a big guy, especially if you've done a lot of blue collar work, it can be limiting, it can be damaging. And even if not, even if you spent your life in an office, that has its major disadvantages as well. You know, I'm coming off of a white collar job in finance, and I'll tell you what, that's probably the most unhealthy I've ever felt in my life. All my jobs, for the most part, have had a physical aspect to it. But working as a banker, I mean, working 13 to 14 hours a day, sitting in an office, even though you have a standing desk if you want, you feel it, right? You feel unhealthy. You feel the effects of not moving, of just sitting at your desk all day, of that being your reality. And I definitely learned a lot from trying to compensate with that, because my ability to work out has been seriously limited over the past months. I can tell you right now, if I didn't implement some tricks, it would have definitely been a lot worse. But like I said, you know, I've had my ups and downs in athleticism and diet over the years, and sorry, we're getting some coffee. And I've had to go up and down in weight depending on the situation, but there was a point in my life where I was an athlete. I was a serious athlete. I was a competitive athlete. And especially in the world of collegiate wrestling, you learn a lot about diet and nutrition. So if you want to lose weight and you don't want to be confused by a lot of the information out there, honestly, this is kind of the perfect channel for you, because we're talking about this in human terms. Yes, we can bring up the science, and we're going to. We can talk about the different strategies, and we're going to. But the most important thing that you need to understand from this first episode is the simplest fact when it comes to losing weight is simply calories in, calories out. CICO. That's why it's important for you to understand exactly how many calories you need to take in to maintain, to keep your energy. Because if you go too far under that, you're going to find yourself absolutely ravenous at the end of the day, and you're going to eat anything. You'll wake up in the middle of the night and just go crazy. So you have to find that nice sweet spot. This is a 100-day challenge. We are going to be in this for the long haul. So just extreme dieting is not the way to go. We're going to try some different fad diets out, because some definitely have their merit. Personally, love the Mediterranean diet. Lived in Greece for a while. Spent a lot of time in Turkey. The wife, like I said, she's Turkish. So we already implement a lot of those in our lives already. But now we're just tightening down things, being a little more strategic with our approach to daily eating in a way that we can still love and live our lives and still go out and enjoy ourselves. Because if you're spending your entire life counting calories and staying in the house and not living a life, what is the point of that? But Logan, come on. But we brought our hardworking field correspondent from the other channel. He's been losing weight since we've been in Florida already, but he's going to be with us the entire time. Because this first week, as you're entering into fitness, it's important that you ease into it. So mostly it's going to be incredibly long walks with my short-legged friend. We're going to do some trips to the beach. And another part of this channel is travel, because this is an important thing. Like I said, you're not always going to have control of the environment when you're dieting. So you have to find a way to eat healthy and within your calories as you live your life. So we're going to do that as we travel. My other channel started off as a travel channel, and it just became something else entirely. But that's what I do. I'm a traveler. So we want to incorporate that with this channel as well. But I don't want to talk you guys to death here. I want to get my coffee. Listen, I really appreciate you guys coming over and watching this video. If you have any comments or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. Like I said, our whole goal here is to build community and support for each other in a way that I'm not asking you for hundreds of dollars or plans or anything like that. This is a channel for the people. Everything I do on social media is always for the benefit of the people. So let's just carry on with that momentum and let's move forward into it. In the comment section down below, like I said, tell me what your goals are. Tell me what your plans are. Tell me what diet you plan on using. And in that description, there is that calorie calculator. That's the same one that I use. So click on that, go head over, put in your information for that, see what kind of calories you look like you're gonna need. Try to stay about 500 calories max underneath your maintenance. This is gonna make sure that at the end of the day, you're not so hungry that you're just gonna invade your refrigerator, and you still have the energy throughout the day for you to go ahead and get what you need to get done without feeling sluggish, without feeling tired, because I know that's the thing that really hurts us when we're trying to do these diets anyway. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the journey. Me, Logan, and my wife, we love having you here, and we're excited for what the future brings. Have a good one.